So guys, this is another project coming to Bofa. This is a Mazda cx5. Yeah, so I'll be working on it. Yeah. So guys, happy Sunday, easy Sunday. So Investor Salvage here. So today I'll be dealing with this Mazda cx5. Yeah, probably the car is not starting. The car is not responding. Yeah, with the key. I think it has got some immobilizer issues. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll have to recheck the wiring harness of the car to ascertain and make sure everything is okay. So this the action list. So I'll have to dismantle the front panel, the nose cut of the car, for I to access the wiring harness. Yeah, from the computer box down. I'll just be doing a spot check on each and every wire to make sure everything is in the correct order. So after that, I'll have to do some programming to the ECU, yeah, even the key at large, to see if I can hack the problem out. So this is a salvage car. Let me show you inside. So guys, as you can see, the airbags are out. So I'm looking at salvaging the car, making it back to the road. So first things first, so let me get started. The nose cut almost out. So guys, I've managed to remove the part of the nose cut out. So first indicator is I can see a naked wire here. This connecting to the starter, which is here. So probably that was one of the reasons as to why the car would not crank. So let me try and connect it back to the starter, then I start cranking the car. I see if I'll get some response. Okay, the reason as to why I'm doing this, basically if you take any car from the salvage, you don't know the history about the car, the reason as to why it is there. So you're just trying to deal with the car as is. You're just trying to deal with the car from a point of not knowing what the cause was. So this is a cx5 engine. So I have managed to remove the nose cut, part of the nose cut. So what I'll be doing is I'm just trying to counter check all the wiring harness for the car. Yeah, probably if you see some indicators, if you see some indicators, maybe some paint done to any part of the car, that means there was a possible swap of things in the car. So you'll need to be very sure that everything was done into perfection, so that when you start the car, you'll get a nice response. So let us keep on doing this. So the car is starting the normal way. You can hear the sound. So guys, the car was throwing an error code p1260. This Mazda cx5. So p1260 is an error code touching on the immobilizer of the car and anti-theft. So this connected with the key and the ECU, the computer. So another thing I discovered was there was no fuel coming from the pump to the high pressure pump, from the pump to the high pressure pump to the common rail. This is the fuel rail. So this is what I had to do first. I needed first to confirm if there was fuel in the tank, and the tank is behind the car. So let me show you where the tank is. So this Mazda cx5 2012 model. So at the back seat, we've got this is the fuel level sensor. So let me show you. This is the fuel level sensor, and it is evident there is fuel in the car. Yeah, it has two, both right and left. So I managed to open even these two, and there was fuel inside. So the only thing that could be the culprit in this case, then it is the fuel pump. Let me show you where the fuel pump is. So here is the fuel pump. So I'm suspecting the fuel pump was not pumping fuel to the injectors using the common rail and the high pressure pump. So I need first to sort the issue of how fuel could get here. So here is the thing. So this being the common rail is connected to the valves. So the valves receive fuel from the common rail, which the message is communicated using the sensors. So here's the thing. So the first cylinder will receive fuel from this line. The second cylinder will receive fuel from this line. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth, third will receive fuel from the fifth, and the last one will receive fuel from the third. So I need to sort out the issue of why fuel was not being pumped from the pump to the car. So initially the car could not start. So I managed to sort the issue with the fuel pump. So let us try and crank the car and see if the car will start. So let us have a moment of truth. So we are inside the car. So this car will have to sense the key. So let us see. Okay. Moment. Perfect. So the car has managed to sense the key. Initially, the error code p1260 touches on the immobilizer and the anti-theft of the car. So I managed to program that. Using a programmer, and some softwares. Then I erased the code. So I want to start the car and see if the car will crank, because right now there is sufficient fuel to the rails. So a moment of truth. Perfect, guys, the car has started. So let me show you how. That is the engine running. So we've managed to sort the issue of fuel not coming from the fuel pump to the common rail to the injectors. So I'm happy now. The car has started. The engine is now running. So I'll work on fixing the nose cut. So as soon as I'm done fixing the nose cut, I'll have to take the car for a drive and maybe to ascertain on some other things. So until then, let us enjoy our stay.